Greetings, my noble knights. It is I, Blaze Templar. We're here for episode 8. Now, I said I was actually going to do a little bit of grinding, and then I realized there's some stuff that happens when you leave town. So I decided, you know what? We're not going to grind, not on 8. But, yeah. So I decided against it. But we are now starting to use Volcano, and can we switch up to Rose already? Yeah, I think we can. Yes, we can. Who is actually stronger than Dart, and part of the reason that is because I've been using Dart, or I didn't level up at the beginning of the game. So, yeah. It was super! What about it? It was super! I love the fact that they used super there. It's just such a strange thing. That night, Dart fellow yesterday? Well, someone is confident. Little too confident, maybe, but confident. And I'm going to adjust this just a smidgen because apparently we're a bit big. Actually, I got a better way. There we go. That's better. Sorry, I didn't mean to adjust Shauna, but I did. But hey, we are now ready. And I know I skipped the tutorial for the other battle, but she does give a tutorial as well, and she explains how everything works. I won't actually do it outside of just letting her talk at the beginning, but if you want to learn how to play as a Dragoon, this is the place you do it, and you can only learn here. Magic transformations and not much. In the end, you can only rely on your own sword. And you know, considering the damage output you can do consistently with well-placed additions at high levels, she's not kidding. So, we will go ahead, but once we leave, you're a mature Dragoon. So we have 2 Dragoons on the party, Rose and Dart, and we will see how things go. Now we will go ahead and run all the way back up to Basil real quick just to buy some supplies, and then we will continue on. But as we do, Stardust Guide, have that up at all times. Like I said, always want to have that. Because there are 50 pieces of Stardust, of course. Anyway. Oh, forgot to change her. Out. Whoops. Oh well. We'll do that after this battle. It's just an ugly balloon, and it's not like Dart and Lavitz couldn't use the additions. But as you can see, new addition. Does more damage, and well, right now it might not do more damage, but it will once it levels up a little bit. And it does not take long for a newer edition to overpower the first one. Like, let's take a look. Replace Shauna with Rose. Additions. Yeah, like right now, Double Slash is 2% stronger than Volcano. It's at level 5 compared to the level 1 of Volcano. So yeah, 1 level up, it'll be stronger. And that goes for a lot of the additions. Like, Rod Typhoon is stronger than a level 3 Harpoon. So you get the idea. It doesn't take long. Sorry about that. Another balloon. Wonderful. And actually, if you want me to cut out the random encounters like this, oh, and right, if you want me to cut out random encounters, let me know, because I don't mind doing a little bit of editing for you. I really don't. And Rose, her additions are a little bit different times, so it usually takes me a couple hits before I actually start scoring with her. Because I'm used to Lavitz and Dart right now. Not so much Rose, because she does have a different timing. And that's one of the things about this game. All the characters that have additions do have slightly different timings. And it can throw you off at times. It definitely can. Like Dart, he has a very nice beat with his additions. Even his faster ones tend to have a beat to them of sorts. So, yeah. First things first. We're not going to need Meteor Fall anymore. And Detonate Rock is pointless too. We'll keep SparkNet, just so we have an option. But we should be good now. Get out of my way, lady. Thank you. And if you have strong additions like Volcano built up, you won't need healing items nearly as much. Again, another reason why taking the time to grind up your additions is worth it. Because a well-placed Volcano or two, does so much damage. There we go. Insta-kill. She's pretty tough. She has a really high attack stat, so it's good to have. Oh, nope, nope, nope. Blast. Didn't mean to do that. And the stab. I think her weapon also is stronger than Dart's right now, so that doesn't help. I could be wrong, but I think it is. Now this is actually a really good place to grind if you want to. The Marshland has a really nice place for training up your additions because of how it works out. And it also drops a fairly considerable amount of EXP for the fact that this game really doesn't reward much experience. Except against bosses, of course. And this is an entirely optional area. You don't even have to come here if you don't want to. You could skip this area completely if you want. Are you from Basel? And it's the fact that it's basically a marathon of fights that you can retreat from at any given time. Gives you the option to really level up quickly if you want. So it's a good place, like I said. Anyway, just was making the screen a little bigger for everybody because why not? That's a good thing to do. I think. No, it isn't. What am I saying? I'm sorry, guys. I made it a little too big there. I'm going to go ahead and fix. I am so sorry. I didn't remember the fact that if I make it bigger, it actually gets rid of some of the screen, and we don't want to do that much. So I do apologize. I will get this fixed immediately. There we go. That's about the best I'm going to be able to do it. But, you know, I think it looks alright. I do think it looks okay. And that's something you have to actually start watching for on the higher level editions. They will try to counter you. And when they do, you have to use circle instead. It's kind of confirmed whenever they do that with, you know, the red thing. Oops. Oh well. Thankfully, Rose is a pretty quick fighter, so she hits very consistently, meaning she has great damage output. Actually, they're doing about the same amount of damage. Of course, Dart has a 200% boost to the 100% boost to Rose, so hint, hint. I just guess I'm a little bit too obsessed with making things perfect on this screen here, but I probably shouldn't. So, yeah, I'm going to have to work on that. But yeah, if you just hit those additions just right, you do so much more damage. And I'm going to stop talking about that. I'm trying not to, but, you know. It's just one of those things where you get this, like, oh, I feel so much like a boss because I'm hitting these all perfectly. And I should not be talking when I'm trying to do her additions. That's not a good thing to do, apparently. So yeah, that's just the thing there. Alright, get the camera put into position. We all have our favorite positions with cameras, of course, but this is the one I like the most just because it just feels a little more natural, I guess. Probably because of playing Final Fantasies as much as I did. So yeah, it is just gotta get through here. Don't have a lot to say right now because it's a standard battle, you know, and these enemies aren't exactly difficult. As just demonstrated. And we won't actually take the time to grind in here, but yeah, you can. It's a really good place to do so. I'm just going to power through as quickly as I can. I'll chop you up. Make my day. Yeah, it didn't have the best translation job, but I don't care. That actually did a fair bit of damage. But I love his backward slash animation. It just looks so good. This is gonna hurt. Elements work where if it's posing like fire and water, you do more damage. And dart being fired isn't like water. But thankfully, not the hardest battles right now. I'll stop them by myself. He'll try, apparently. And honestly, if I was playing smarter about this, I would take out the water guy first and then take out the fire guy, but I don't care enough to. Just targeting the first guy that I can. Basically is what I'm doing. Again, not the smartest thing I could be doing. But I don't care. Maybe I should start caring, though. Oops. I'll have Dart guard for a bit, just to get his health back up to a decent number. If I'd hit that the first time, we would have had him dead already. And one of the reasons why I'm not using guard much is because it just slows the battles down quite a bit. And that's a problem if you want to get through the game quicker. Because potions, they're relatively cheap. Well, this guy's on a magic frenzy. Oops. And apparently I'm also tired. Not a good combination, but you know what? I don't care. I probably will only do one episode tonight. I've already done other videos tonight too, so yeah. I won't let them any further. So we'll kill this guy and keep moving from there. And actually, we should be getting close to the end of this episode. So, yeah. I know we didn't do a lot this episode, but... yeah. And maybe... okay, I got a challenge for you guys. What should I name this episode? And I'll title it that. Name this episode, I think. What do you think it should be named? I'm thinking something in which nothing gets done. I'm thinking something like that myself. But go ahead and suggest some titles in the comments below. And I'll even mention it in the title too, but you know. Episode whatever this is. Title, or name it yourself. Rose, she's starting to look a little bit worn out, so that's the problem, but you know what? We can manage. And that just ending stab up slash with the step into it, I love it. It looks so awesome, I think. When it comes to animation, I think Volcano is my favorite animation for, you know, Dart. Is it the best move in the game? No, of course not. But does it look awesome? Definitely. Stepping into him like that. Oh, I love that ending slash. Of course, the spin attack too isn't bad, so. The nice thing about this commander is he does take quite a bit of damage to kill. Oops. Shake off the tired. Unfortunately, he's also doing more damage now, so we need to take him out quicker. Bros, don't die. This should kill. Oh yeah, definitely. Got an attack ball. Random magic, basically. Sun Rhapsody. And now into the fortress. It kind of bites that they have to put a fort in the middle of a swamp, though. That's a terrible place. And it looks like... yeah, not looking good in here. Sun Rhapsody. Healing Potion. Stardust. That's probably the biggest reason to come here, besides, you know, good grinding and stuff. And this is a pretty tragic place. Watch out for the Dragon's Breath. Okay. Head of 10th Knighthood. Spirit Potion, I believe that was. A lot of knights gave their lives trying to stop this attack. And a fight. But these are monsters now, so that's new for this area. Toadstools! They kind of bounce around wherever they go, which is kind of neat too. Oh, poison. Not good. Forgot that those things could do that. So we gotta take them out in one hit. Okay. Thankfully we did pick up a body purifier, which will deal with poison, but better not to deal with poison at all if you can manage. And acquired a lance, which will be the real weapon treasure of this area, so, you know, that's nice. We'll give her the power wrist, maybe? Or maybe we should give it to Dart. Yeah, we'll give it to Dart and slap the War Guard's amulet there. So that helps on that front. And I think I will go ahead and call this basically the episode as soon as we get back to the front end of the swamp. Obviously, I'll need to go and heal/save, but I'll do that off screen just so you don't have to deal with that. But yeah, we've cleared out this fortress, and we're looking better now, so yay us. Yep. Probably should have bought some of those charm potions, though. But another enemy set. Okay. This should kill. Irony, thy name is Sea Dragon. Fire Elemental Sea Dragon. And it's dead. The attack boost really did help, I think, with that fact, so yeah. So here we are. Save point is just on the world map, actually, so we will use it and call it the end of episode. I'm wanting to call it 8, but I think it's 7. I really am tired if I can't remember for the life of me if it's 7 or 8. Whoops. Oh well, we're gonna go ahead and see you next time. Let's play Legend of Dragoon. Hopefully we'll have a little bit more going on next time, so till then, later.